Will this scent from Barrister and Mann have you hearing a choir of angels? My review of Fougère Angelique coming up. Hello everyone, this is John and welcome back for another review. So today we'll be talking about a soap from Barrister and Mann called Fougère Angelique. Now, Fougère Angelique, along with its sibling Fougère Gothique, are currently exclusives to Mann razors. Let's take a quick look at the packaging. So you'll see that Fougère Angelique comes in this white tub, which is perfectly complementary to the label artwork here. I think this artwork of this robed angel holding the sword would make a pretty badass tattoo. The label artwork here reminds me a bit of the Diablo video game series from Blizzard Entertainment. Shout out to all you gamers out there. Let's also take a quick look at the aftershave bottle here. So you can see frosted glass. So all around, very professional, eye-catching artwork here from Barrister and Mann. Now let's move on to the scent. I'm gonna take a stiff from the tub here. So the scent strength of the tub and throughout the shave is a 5 out of 5. Barrister and Mann scents tend to be on the stronger side. They also tend to be on the polarizing side for those of you less familiar with their lineup. So getting into the scent notes, we have quite the list here. Scent notes include lavender, sandalwood, smoke, lemon, neroli, lime, geranium, tonka bean, oak moss, cedar, and fir. A quick side note about fougères. So a fougère is a category of scents that is supposed to bring to mind the scent of a fern. You might be asking yourself, what does a fern smell like? Well, it's really open to interpretation. Historically speaking, there are certain specific scent notes that are supposed to be in all fougères, such as lavender and oak moss off the top of my head. But you'll see that many things are called fougères nowadays. Just anything kind of green smelling. Sometimes you get some citrus in there. But again, it goes back to an artist's interpretation of what a fern smells like. Now going back to the scent of Fougère Angelique, to my nose, this is a very citrus-forward fougère. The scent calls to mind images of spring, the images of flowers blooming in a lush, grassy field. The scent is very vibrant, it's full of life. Fougère Angelique was definitely created to be the other side of the coin to Fougère Gothique, which predates Angelique's release. It was known to be kind of earthy, dark, smoky, very smoky indeed. It's actually a little bit difficult to talk about Fougère Angelique without including some notes about Fougère Gothique. So both of them are definitely sibling fragrances. In fact, to borrow a term from the fragrance world, they're definitely flankers of each other because they have the same base, but then kind of veer in different directions. So as I mentioned, Fougère Angelique is very bright, citrusy green, vibrant, full of life. And Fougère Gothique really belongs in autumn, fall, where leaves are turning, things are kind of withering and dying. The smokiness, the earthiness definitely play better to that season. My quick opinion of Fougère Gothique is that it was a little too dark for my personal taste, so when Fougère Angelique came out and was a brighter version, I was very happy. Another scent that actually this calls to mind is Barrister and Mann Reserve Fern. I would say Fougère Angelique is a more complex version of Reserve Fern, but if you like that scent, that might indicate that you might like this one as well. So what occasions would I recommend this scent? This scent squarely belongs in the outdoors. I think that's where it really will come to life. The scent strength alone, this will project, given some warm weather, I think it'll give it extra legs. The citrus, the greenness, it just screams outdoorsy. So I can easily imagine this scent being worn for a picnic, for a hike, or for a stroll. Even, this is fine indoors as well, I think more on the more casual side of anything, but a very enjoyable scent overall. Now lastly, let's talk about soap performance. So this soap is made in Barrister and Mann's Reserve soap base. And the Reserve soap base is a little bit trickier to lather. Some folks struggle with properly lathering Barrister and Mann Reserve. Now my tip, if you're using any soap in that line, is give yourself some extra time because whether you're face lathering, you're bowl lathering, as you're whipping it up, it actually has this phase where it's akin to Elmer's glue. And if you got to that phase, that's great. It's not quite ready for a shave yet if it's still in that gluey phase. So keep working, add some more water gradually. So eventually you'll get this really rich, really glossy leather. So in wrapping up, I really enjoy Barrister and Mann Fougère Angelique. I think it occupies a unique space in my shave den. I'm pretty picky with Fougères, and I think this brings something original, something contemporary to the table. If for any reason you're wary on this scent, I do highly recommend checking out the samples and picking up both the soap and the aftershave. In general, I don't think you really get to know a scent just by the soap alone. The aftershave is kind of this unhindered version of the scent because soap bases in general will either mute or impart a little bit of its own fragrance, into the mix. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked the video, please hit that like button below and consider being a subscriber so you don't miss my next video. Also, be sure to check out my page on Instagram for more content. I hope you guys found this review helpful, and I'll see you next time. Take care.